What's going on, guys? It's your big boy Aaron J2C, and I'm back in the house with another brand new video. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Now we're here today to talk about the most famous brand today and the most famous smartphone that we've known in this year 2021, and that is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 phone. Now this flip phone is amazing, and we're gonna talk about more in a second. Alright, so before I even begin this video, I just want to say shout out to the person who have sponsored me this phone. I'm telling you, I love the phone so much. It's an amazing phone. It has great features. It has a great compactness to it that I can just put in my pocket. But yeah, that's the one thing I want to mention to you all. But it's not the most perfect phone in the world. Okay, let me just get that straight. It's basically the most revolutionary phone in that sense that it has changed the smartphone game for a very long time. Not just the Z Flip 3, but also the Z Fold. So it's considered to be the most trending and the most talked phone of this year, and we're gonna look into the ups and the downs of this smartphone. Alright, stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys like that effect right there. I just hope that I've been doing so much work for you all, and I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. My name is Aaron, and today we're going to review one of the most spectacular phones that I think have existed in the year 2021, and that is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now, talking about this phone, I have talked about this phone from last week. And now that 1 week has already passed by, I just want to talk about more and more of this smartphone right here. This phone has completely changed the way how I see technology and the way I see about different kinds of, phones that I've over the years I've come to know and love, like the iPhone and the Motorola, and also not to mention the Samsung and the Xiaomi and the Oppo and Vivo and so forth. There's so many different brands out there, but to tell the truth, Samsung to me will always be number one. Now, there was one point in my life that I noticed that Samsung was lacking in some areas, like the fact that their camera has improved a lot, but they were not focused more on developing certain things, like maybe improving the way they should, keep it simple but keep it more advanced to a certain point, like maybe the software and the resolution, the 4K resolution on the screens and so forth. And newer phones like the Oppo, the Realme, and the Poco phone, which has become the most famous phone I think since last year, has changed how the pricing, including the technology, including the way they promote their phones, have changed the way we see phones today. Now, regarding about the Samsung, Samsung to me has always been my favorite when I was young, but then I came across a phone that really changed my life and really made me love the technology that I see for today as well. So the phone I want to tell you all, it's currently my favorite phone and still considered my favorite phone as well, is the Xiaomi phone. Now this is a Xiaomi Note 10, right? Yeah, this is a Xiaomi Note 10, sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out what kind of model this is. This is the Xiaomi Note 10. It's not the Note 10 Pro, it's a different story. It's just the Note 10. Now this was actually launched this year, March, and when I saw this phone, I fell in love with this phone. Now I remember when I was younger, I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to own a Xiaomi Redmi Note 2 phone. Yeah, I remember that time I owned a Redmi Note 2, and it was an amazing phone. The size was huge, the screen was big, the buttons were simple, and that's all it was. It was just a simple phone. The features and the design was nice. It was in a pretty good shape as well. It only had 2 cameras. I think 1 or 2 cameras, and it didn't have any fingerprint scanner, no nothing. It was all buttons, the volume and so forth. This was before the side button here was actually, a fingerprint scanner. So if I just open the phone like that, it just opens it up. So it was before any of this was actually possible. But why I want to talk about why I love Xiaomi is because Xiaomi to me has always been revolutionary, not just in their technology but in their innovation. It's something that Samsung currently maybe has improved, but previously they have not changed the game, and Xiaomi has really performed up to its standard. And I'm talking about in terms of technology, in terms of their software, everything was different. But when I look at the Redmi Note 10, it was very awesome. It had a 4K video taking, and it also had great picture taking. It even has a beautiful screen, and the best part about that is the camera. I used to have a Samsung that the notch was like a teardrop. Don't you hate those kind of cameras that have a teardrop? So I couldn't handle that. So I wanted to find a smartphone that actually had all the benefits. That had a great 4K resolution camera that was able to take amazing videos, and it was very affordable, and not to mention that it had to be simple and a bit more advanced than what I would say. So this year, in the year 2021 March, Xiaomi came up with their Redmi Note 10, and it really got me in love with it. So I love this phone to death. It has an audio jack, a Type-C cable, the speakers are down here, including the speakers up here, and not to mention also is the side button, the lock button is also a touchscreen. So it basically changes everything how we would see this smartphone work. That's why I chose this, because of the camera. You can see the full screen except for that just small dot there for the front facing camera. It's just a simple way of looking at it, and the cameras behind here are amazing. I mean, I'm talking about a camera right here that actually has the greatest and best benefits here. I mean, it's basically an ultra premium camera which shoots great photos, which has great coloring and great saturation. It's a really awesome phone. But back to what I was trying to say about the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. It's a phone that I love so much, and compared to this phone, I mean, this phone has 4 cameras for specific reasons, but this only has 2 cameras, and not to mention the front-facing camera. But this phone has 1 or 2 issues with it, alright? The first issue is that it doesn't have an audio jack. So you basically have to use a Bluetooth kind of headphones or Bluetooth earphones, or you may even have to opt to using the Samsung Galaxy earbuds. It's basically awesome. I remember I got this, and it was a very small, it's very small. Now these earbuds are awesome. I usually don't wear earbuds, but last year someone gave me earbuds for Christmas, and I got another earbuds just because, you know, I use one for work and I use one for traveling. You know, the one I use for work is always in my office. I charge it up, I keep it there, and it's kept safe and sound. And this one right here I carry with me every day. It's just in case if I'm bored, if I got nothing to do, I just whoop, just flip this up, and then I just connect it to my phone, and then everything is good to go. So I got music to hear on the go. But the thing is that this thing has no audio jack, and that's what makes it irritating. So you basically have to carry something wireless like this to actually move along with it. It just basically just takes a lot of space in your pocket. But the best part about this phone is that it was able to fold. If you're going to buy this phone, you're not gonna buy it just because of the fact that it's a great phone and it's just this year's model. You're buying this phone because of the wow factor that it can fold and put in your pocket. So that's what the reason why this phone is awesome. But the problem is the audio jack is the most annoying thing, because to connect from here to there took me some time, and when it did connect, the problem was is that, you know, it takes up battery. That's the second issue. It's battery. This smartphone right here does not have a powerful battery. This phone lasts for only 5 hours. 5 hours and 45 minutes like that, and it's just so annoying. I mean, to charge this up is pretty okay, but the problem with the charging is that it is basically a Type-C to Type-C cable, like you see here. I was about to show you guys. Type-C to Type-C cable, which is so annoying. That means I have to get another plug that connects the Type-C straight into the plug, which makes it very annoying. So what I did was I went to the shop, okay, and I got this, okay. It is a USB connector to Type-C right here. So what happens is I had to go and I took this cable and I just plugged this in right here. So you basically have, you know, a USB cable all over again. That's great, but the problem is it's not the fast charging in the world. It's not the fastest charging. That's the problem. So I decided to change everything, and I found out that this can be charged wirelessly. So I guess you know what I'm about to show you. I got, of course, a wireless charging pad, and this pad is known as Chotek. Chotek, I think some of you might know the brand Chotek. Chotek is an amazing brand. It's made in China, of course, and it's a dual fast wireless charger that you can charge multiple things. So you can charge your phone, your smartwatch, and you can also charge your earbuds. So you have that option if you want to. But the thing is, it's so annoying. The number one reason is because, first, the good advantage is that this thing charges on top here very well. Not only that, I can also charge my Samsung earbuds on top here as well, and it worked 100% amazing. But the issue here is that when you use a wireless charger like this phone is going to heat up and it's going to really make things very difficult. So you have to be careful not to charge this overnight, otherwise it's going to end up being overheated and you might see an explosion that happened last time. So this is also quite okay charging. It's not the fastest, but I think if you're alright with it, you're able to charge this phone maybe about an hour back to 100%. So it's pretty good. Now comparing to the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip to my Xiaomi, it's pretty different because this phone has the best advantage possible. It basically feels like this is way superior than the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 because this phone is awesome in every way. It has an audio jack that I love, and not to mention it is easy to use because I prefer something simple. I want something advanced, but something that I can use easily without having to deal with any problems. And the thing is that it may not be travel worthy, but it's certainly more advanced compared to the Samsung. And the thing is that this battery is far superior. This can be used for a very long time. I think the mAh on this battery is basically 5,000, which is a lot. This is not even a lot. This is only like 3,300 mAh battery, which is way different compared to this phone right here. It just goes to show that the size of this battery is not superior. That was the reason why everybody was so angry with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. People were so angry because the battery is just so annoying. The lifespan on this is just 5 hours and 40 minutes. It's just horrible. But if you're going to use this for long term, I encourage you to get a power bank, get something with a you know, travel pack worthy battery with you so you can actually power this up on the go. But the thing is that with this superiority right here, you can use the battery up to a standard and you can use it to your heart's desire, and it's gonna be awesome. Not to mention, I got this with a fast charging cable with a fast charging power brick, and it charges super duper quickly. I'm talking about 15 minutes. You can see this going to 50% in 15 minutes. That's how fast this is. It's pretty freaking amazing, guys. Now let's go to a time where everything was pretty much beautiful, because I'm going to talk about something that I love about this. Even though it doesn't have an audio jack, but I still love the fact that they're being more advanced, because we're going to see more and more of these wireless things happening. I mean, I'm pretty sure that one day the cable, we will get it separately, and I don't think we will even have earbuds given to us. So we have to buy our own wireless earbuds, we have to buy our own, you know, cables. We have to buy things separately now, and not to mention we have to buy our own wireless charging pad. So we have to buy so many things. But what I love about this is that when you flip this phone, it still looks awesome. It has a 4K resolution screen, which is pretty much disgusting, and it's literally the most beautiful phone you've ever seen. I mean, if I were to compare this to any other phone in the world, I would just say that this phone has a powerful, you know, a powerful look to it. From the camera modules to everything, it's truly a phone that deserves a lot of attention. But as usual, people will say one thing is that this phone does have one problem. It does have one problem to it, is that the crease. As you can see, I've only used this for a week, and already you can see there's a crease right there. When you roll your finger around here, it's gonna be very annoying, and you can actually feel the crease, you know, when you roll it here. But as long as you don't touch it too often, I think it's gonna be okay. But the thing is, a lot of people ask the question, how long can the screen last? Because if this screen snaps, you know how much money you have to pay to fix something like this? It's gonna be a lot of money, you know, just to fix something like this. But I would say is that if you take care of your phone properly, if you know what you're doing, if you know how to treat the technology you have right, then I guess, you know, you're pretty good to go. But in the same thing, I'm saying is that, you know, Samsung has done a pretty great job with the Z Flip 3. They have made it foldable because it's become a nostalgia look to it, because they have basically taken a history back in the past where the Motorola Razr have changed the game, and they're kind of using the same way they're doing it for this phone right here. So if we just look at different comparisons from this phone to the Motorola Razr, they're basically, the height is not even the difference. They're basically the same height. I mean, look at that. The same height. And not to, of course, you're talking about the size of it, because it's a really big difference from the size of it. But we're talking about an era gone by, you know. This was like invented and released in 2003. It was during a time where flip phones like this, you can just open it with one hand and close it like a boss. But this kind of phone, you kind of have to use two hands because of the fact that you are too concerned whether it will break or whether it will shatter. So it's something that you have to take care constantly. But what I see from here is that they have done a great job with this phone. I mean, I can open this with no problem, but I'm concerned with, of course, the screen, because you can see that crease and what's gonna happen if it does crack. But I think for the fact is that they've made it to a point where you can actually fold it without having any problems, and it's travel worthy. I've only put this in my pocket for a week, the whole week, and it's literally beautiful. It's actually, there's a lot of space in my pocket. When I put this in my pocket, I was so relieved that there was so much space in my pocket. I fit my keys in there, I fit this earbud, the Samsung earbuds in there. I even fit an extra pair of phone like this just to see where it went, and it felt so comfortable. And for travelness, I think this will be the best thing to travel with, because not to mention it is pretty awesome to look at, it's pretty awesome to flip, and it's pretty awesome to just, you know, use it for whatever purpose you want. But the one thing that I do love also is they have the dual screen right here. The dual screen right here. The dual screen is basically the most beautiful thing that it can ever put on this phone, because it literally has a great look to it, and it's really beautiful. It has great features. I think that they have really made this beautiful, not to mention the camera that is on here, like this right here. I mean, look at this, the camera right here is just so amazing. Let's just take a picture, let's just see how it looks like. I mean, come on, that's the best picture you can ever get. I mean, look at this, guys. That's literally a most amazing picture I've ever seen in my entire life. That's a picture I would love to take on this phone. So yeah, that's basically what I want to say about this Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. I know this video may be long, but I want to express my understanding and my opinion on this phone. It's an amazing phone. I'm not complaining, guys. It's a beautiful, freaking amazing phone. The technology that is on this foldable phone is just superb. I mean, it's something that 2021 we will surely remember because of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. But if I were to boil down to all into one sentence, is that Samsung is great, but they can be greater, because they have a whole lot of idea, but they're stealing it and reusing back these old phones, these old flip phones, and just putting it in today's in this year, just because it had a vintage nostalgia look to it. Samsung is a great company. They can do better. They're just bringing back all these old Motorola Razr phones back into 2021, and they're going to be like, oh, there was a time we had a flip phone, guys. Oh, let's bring back the flip phone. Look, remember, guys, we used to flip our phones every day. Let's bring that back in this year, 2021. They can do better. Samsung is an amazing company, but they are still in a works of progress, you know. For me, Xiaomi will always be awesome. They have amazing phones that they are on the market today, and some Xiaomi phones right now, they blow my mind, and they make me wonder, wow, the technology is getting so advanced, getting so beautiful, getting so crazily diverse that even I can't catch up. And I see the fact that Samsung has done a great job with their phone. Xiaomi has done a great job with their phone. Motorola has done a great job with their phone. But for this Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 is beautiful to me. It had one or two issues, no problem. I think we can just put that aside, and we can focus on the appreciation on the ingenuity of this phone. I think this phone is beautiful. It had a few flaws, but it's okay. I mean, the Motorola had its issues. I mean, this Xiaomi also had its issues. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it had issues or not. It just matters that you have a phone that's beautifully engineered to your liking, and you have a phone that's gonna last you for a very long time if you take care of it properly. And that's what I love about this phone, is I'm gonna use this phone, and I love this phone so much. I just got a bunch of accessories with this phone, and I'm going to reveal it to you guys on when it comes, and I'm just gonna be so excited to show you guys a lot of what this phone can do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do more other videos like gaming, vlogging. I'm gonna get back into video making because I really want to improve myself with doing a lot of different things. And you know, by the time I upload this, it's probably gonna be like October already, and I apologize, guys, if once again I've been pretty late with my videos. I try to upload one video a week, and if not, I will try my best to do 2 videos a week and replace the other one. But in the meantime, I thank you guys so much for support. You know, know. Do leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on the video too. It helps me to improve myself, and do subscribe to my channel for more videos. I thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. It's an amazing journey to come here, to being sponsored, to being showing new videos, to being able to review a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. So thank you all so much for your wonderful support. Thank you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. And once again, thank you for the sponsor. I love this phone so much. I'm gonna keep using it for a very long time, and you're gonna see amazing things come forth out of this phone. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Peace.